What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Today, we are going over, if you've seen the thumbnail, all the sets that are included in the standard format of Star Wars TCG IDC. So quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pop open the first one. It is Fires of Rebellion. We're going to look through, the commons, the promos, the rares, the subordinates, and the uncommons. So we got quite a bit of ground to cover today, and we're going to just get started, and we're going to take a slower look at the cards. So this is going to be a long video. So, get you some popcorn or some hot dogs or whatever it is that you want to snack on and, you know, just hang out. And we're going to go through these cards. I love this game. I played my first two matches of it on day of recording this video and I had an amazing time. I'm talking a little quiet because kids are napping. It's chill in the house for once ever, and hopefully it stays like that. But we're gonna go ahead and look at all these cards. So, this the number right here is your speed. You got your power and your health. Now you determine how many hits you have by rolling dice. I remember that. I retained that from my lessons today, learning the two matches. But so we'll check out these cards. You have your light side, you have your dark side, and then or uh I think that means neutral. I can't remember. That's dark side. I know there's neutral and then there's a fourth like faction, I guess you could call it, but I'm not even going to discuss that today. So, the game's really fun. It's very interactive. It's probably one of the more interactive games I've played aside from Score Z, which you've seen on the channel often. So we'll take a look. We got Alexander Callis. He's a character. You have three zones: character, ground, and space. But today we're just going to glance through these cards. So hidden costs, stealth, new keywords I got to learn. Whenever your opponent would complete a trap card, disrupt that card unless your opponent pays 2/4. So just stuff I haven't seen yet. I was playing a Galaxy format deck, but it didn't have. I mean, I didn't get to see all the cards. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is standard format. This is like the last 10 sets and some mini sets that have come out. So we got as Morgan, do one damage to one of your other units, put one credit counter on a unit, play only during your build step, remove one credit counter from a unit. Your opponent loses one build point, play only when the roll for build points is made, discard a card from your hand to redirect. Interesting. That's a lot going on for sure. And then we have Broken Horn. This is a space cruiser. So you can see it here. It's got pretty decent speed. Not much power though, decent health, so it could live a turn or two. Then we have Captain Brunson. Yep. He's a character, capital ship and cruiser pilot. He's definitely dark side. So we'll scroll down against Battlefront here. This is a location, ground. So pretty cool. A lot of cards will play off the locations. So I didn't get to try that combination of stuff yet. AP5. Um, Braha Talk class gunship. I'm not going to try to pronounce some of these right. So he has the armor keyword. I don't know what that means exactly. I know accuracy one means when you roll your dice, you roll as many that is your power. So for him, you get to roll four dice to see how much damage you're going to do. 4, 5, and 6 count as 3 damage. 3, 2, and 1 you don't get, but if it has accuracy, then you'll gain number 3. So essentially, if you rolled a just for example, 3, 4, 5, 6, you do 4 damage to whatever you're attacking in a nutshell. C1, 1 OP, insert lucky 2. Like I said, keyword I haven't heard yet. Got the Chimera, nice, pretty sweet dark side thing. Um, When the battle phase starts, choose a subtype and a unit. Each of your opponent's units with the chosen subtype gets -1 power when attacking the chosen unit until end of turn. If Grand Admiral Thrawn is in any area, the chosen unit also pays 1 force, retaliate 3. So lots of stuff. I'm not going to read every card out. We're just going to, look at the character names, take a glance at the card. Clan Saxon, Colonel Wolf Yovlarian, Derek Hobby Clivian, Captain Slavin, um, Commander Wolf, not Worf, but we got Wolf. These are light side. I want to say that this thing is neutral unless there's a faction I'm not aware of that pops up in standard. Someone will let me know, I hope. Ezra's strategy. So a Thrawn deck sounds interesting if we get to see some Thrawn here as we go through these card rarities. Okay, I see Thrawn down at the bottom. Still looking here, we got a dark side. Pay one force to equip. Yeah, there's equipment as well. So let me do something real quick before I continue on my video here. I think we'll be okay. Um Flight of the data recorder and free Lothal. And there's our Grand Admiral Thrawn. Pay 2 force, choose an arena, retreat all of your units from the chosen arena. Each unit retreated this way gets riposte 4, so another keyword I do not know yet. Like I said, I played my first 2 matches today, so it'll be interesting. I have a lot of things I want to learn how to do. I'm going to go delete a couple of videos real quick because my laptop has poor space. But um just things like that. I got, I'm learning all the keywords still. So there's a lot for me to go through. It's quite a bit, it's quite a bit of stuff. So, okay, we'll get back to it. I just wanted to make sure I had enough space. So moving on. We have more Thrawn here, his uniform, Grand Admiral Thrawn's uniform. So a Thrawn deck, because the Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn for the expanded universe is pretty awesome. And then a few more. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to the card back soon. Oh, maybe not. There's quite a bit here. Okay. I really like the space stuff, the ships. I'm real fond of that. Hoping we see some X-Wing stuff going on in here. We got some droids here. I'll drop a deck profile on the starter deck I'm playing and my complaints about it. As I played the 2 games, I saw some, there was some funky interactions within the deck that I was never going to have a chance to see. Like, you would have to get lucky. Rebel Reunion, Thrawn's Assault Force, and we got Wedge Antilles. There we go. Some Wedge from Rogue Squadron, X-Wing series. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to X out of this. The screen will go black for y'all, not for me. And we are going to get into the promos for the set. It did not pop up again, which is interesting. Okay, there we are. I got to do it this way because I tried to load everything up into Microsoft Edge and it died. So it was not going to happen. So we'll check out the promos. Another Thrawn. See the number in the left corner there? That's your build. You start off the game and you're building up to 30. So you could build 7. It's going to take a lot out though. And I guess that's a lot of the strategy comes in during your build up phase. That I mean, it's so interactive when you're doing that and you're going back and forth with your opponent, building up until you get to the next is like a mini build stage. Basically, you pay for your missions and stuff. Here we got an Obi-Wan. Uh, a Purgil Swarm. That looks weird. Hidden. Cost 8. Interesting. Don't know what that means. So, all right. That was good. Let's go load up the next one here. We have the rares. Let them load up. We'll see when we get to the legacy set. I was having some problems getting the rares to load up, so I'm hoping doing it this way as well will help them load up. So we got Ahsoka, uh, Bo-Katan. Okay, okay. Another Chimera. Emperor Palpatine. Nice. So I don't know. Maybe a Thrawn Palpatine deck would be cool. Not how I pictured Thrawn looking. Not sure what show this is off of. Uh, I can't. There's so many now. There's so many, and I'm mostly reading the novels, so some of the character names are familiar because of the novels, but some of them are not. Kara Syndulla, Grand Admiral Thrawn, right there. Mon Martha. Yeah, of course, Maul. I'm gonna have to do a Darth Maul. You know what I think? My original villain growing up that I really liked. The double lightsaber. Another Obi-Wan, Sabine, whatever this is based off of. I am interested in it. All right. And then we will pop open the subordinates for this set. This is going to be quite a long video. I might have to break it into two parts. We'll go a little faster, but it's going to be a bit, guys. All right, so we have an Imperial Scout Trooper. Interesting. So this is something new that I did not see in what I was playing. I guess there's a way you play these out because I don't see no build cost on them. So let me know in the comments down below what that means. I have no idea. Okay, and then the last of this one, it would be the uncommons. So I'm sure this is a few pages more than the rest. Yep, 9 pages. Let's flip them, get them right, zoom in a little. Nice. Okay. So Collis, Captain Rex, Captain Hart, the Chimera again, Commander Jun Sato, Ghost. Nothing I recognize too much here. We got Thrawn right there. A build 6, pay 1 build point, take 1. 43-3 DT Series Century George subordinate with armor and repost. Okay, see, this would cheat out one of those I was wondering about. So I guess there's cards that bring those out from the deck or something. Maybe discard pile. Click clack. So, okay. That makes a little sense. Iron Squadron. Another Maul, Darth Maul. Okay, so maybe a Darth Maul Thrawn deck would work. I don't know, maybe not. Night Brother, Loaf. I mean, I'm really looking at all these. I was meant to take notes of things I wanted, but there's so many. I don't think I would even, it would just take hours to do all that. So, not going to do that. Thrawn's Death Trooper team. Okay. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next set that would be in standard. And that's going to be, oh, what is it? Let me pull my photos up. I believe it was the Battle of Sarlacc. Yep, the Battle of Sarlacc. So we will open that up and we will check out the comments first. And we'll go through it that way. So here we go. We see some Jabba right away right there. Or Bo Shuba. So this is looking like it's all based around the one scene from Return of the Jedi. Jabba's palace. Yep. I love it. This is amazing. This is really cool. Jabba's entertainers. There's some real good stories about a lot of these characters and Tales from Jabba's Palace. I highly recommend you read that. We got a Huntress slave outfit. Nice. Um, yeah, I highly recommend reading that. You get to know all these characters. Princess Leia. Okay, a Battle of Sarlacc deck would be sweet. I'm sure you could build a deck from one box from one set if you wanted to. And this looks like I would want to. And let's check out the promos. 3 pages, not so bad. Let's zoom in for y'all. We got Jabba the Hutt zoomed in too much. How about that? We got Bib Fortuna, Han Solo, Boba Fett. Look at that. Jabba's entourage. Nice. That's pretty sweet. Look at that nostalgia. We got the Sarlacc. Oh man, you gotta run the Sarlacc. Princess Leia, Luke, gotta run Luke. If you run light side, that's also you have to have 2 decks when you compete, a light side and a dark side. So that's also a pretty cool mechanic of the game, I guess if you could call it that. So there's your promos. Let's check out the rares. We will rotate. Some of the sets are smaller, some of them are bigger, but it's a definitely we got Bib Fortuna, C3PO. It's gonna be a bit here. Battle of the Sarlacc, Boba Fett, Chewbacca. Oh, we got the Gamorrean bodyguards. That's cool. That's cool. Treat this unit as a Tatooine crime gain. Switch, parry one, repost one. So keywords I need to learn. Didn't learn those today, but like I said, I just did 2 games. We got a Han Solo, looking Han Solo-y. Jabba's entertainers. That's pretty cool. You get some good backstories on them. Got a Lando, Jabba's cell barge, Jabba's entourage again. Jabba the Hutt himself. Got to run a Jabba deck, maybe. I got to run a Luke Skywalker deck. Put all the Lukes together throughout these. There's so many options. It's crazy. Building decks is going to be something else in this game. My printer's going to blow up. There's no doubt about it. And we'll do the subordinates. That must be something new and standard that we didn't go over in the 2 games I played today, which is totally fine. Um, just check them out real quick. Java's mercenaries. Yep, 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 yep. Which is totally fine. I just didn't get to do that today. It didn't come up in the games we were playing. I was using some sort of starter deck to put together by the developers of the fan sets, the expansion sets, I would believe. So, barge heavy cannon. Of course, they got that shot in there. Of course, iconic, iconic. And Jabba the Hutt, Jabba's Palace Gate. So just straight up from that whole scene in Return of the Jedi. And okay, well, here's one. If you read the book, tells from Jabba's palace, you get this story about Mara Jade in there, and it's really comes in handy when you get later on to like the Thrawn trilogy and stuff. So that's pretty cool to see. That's actually pretty cool to see right there. More Princess Leia. Everybody loves Princess Leia. See Snoodles, she's in a story. She gets a story. Yarna gets a story. Boba Fett's ship, Slave One, right there. There's your Sarlacc. So yeah, really cool to see here. All right, so we're cruised along through that set. Let's get to the next one, which is gonna be the Mandalorian Way. So let's load up the Mandalorian Way. We'll check out the commons first. You got it by now. Took a minute for those to load. 10 pages here, so with some of the pages of the card backs if you want a proxy. So Boba Fett there without his mask. Treat Boba Fett as a Tusken. Interesting. So this is I have not seen this show yet. I think we watched one episode way back when it came out. Nothing particularly interests me from this set period. Maybe this Gideon's Cruiser. The Venge and armor keywords I've yet to learn. So we're kind of going to just go through this set pretty quickly because I know nothing about it, not too interested in it. I haven't seen the show. Probably will be one of the last shows I ever watch. I'm more into the books, so I'm real slow about watching the series. But that's just me, and I have nothing against them. I like reading the books better. That's all there is to it. Ahsoka's cool. Sorry about the dog. Not much cards here. I didn't jump on the Grogu train. He is cute though. And there's the promos and the rares. All right, hopefully the wife will stop the dog for me from doing what he's doing. I might have to pause and come back to get the dog under control. Yep, I'm just gonna have to. Okay, I'm back. All right, so Asaka's cool to see. Another Bo-Katan. Oh, man, that name sounds so familiar. Another Boba Fett without his helmet on. Yeah, he's all messed up. Doesn't look like they messed him up too much, but he should be more messed up from his time inside the Sarlacc. Which, if you read Tales from Jabba's Palace, you get a good backstory of that. Maybe they went over that in this show. Don't know. So, some of these names do sound familiar, so it's good to see that. Oh, they got you some Luke there. So maybe there is like a some backstory here. But yeah, Moff. I recognize Moff Gideon. So, like I said, we're just gonna go through these sets, and I'm looking for basically archetype stuff. That looks crazy. Um, I think that's neutral there. So if you wanted to build 13, I guess I would think he's. Oh man, look at the health on him. Yeah, he'd be crazy as a sprinkle into a deck. And I'm pretty crazy like that. I will sprinkle cards that shouldn't be there into a deck for fun. Neutral could go both ways. So there's the rares. Um, look at the subordinates real quick, and then we'll move on to the uncommons, and then the next set. So we're going all right. We're going pretty quick. It's still going to take a minute. Now I'm getting pretty thirsty, and now we get to the uncommons. But like I said, I wanted to go through all the standard sets. Um, like the sets like this one that I'm not too interested in, we may go a little faster. But there are some pretty cool cards in here. Like a Ahsoka deck would be okay. It would be okay. Um, the name sounds familiar. Don't know the character. I seen people being sick on the internet towards the actress, or towards her character, but I don't see what they're talking about here. But whatever. Frogman. So yeah, maybe once I finally see this show, maybe I'll be more interested in this set. But as of right now, not my thing. Not my thing. We're just looking through it. Doesn't look like it'd be something I'm too interested in. Tuscan Fighter. But there could be cards from the set that I might want to plug into a deck. You know what I mean? So now we're gonna move on to the next set, which is gonna be the Book of Boba Fett, which is another show I have not seen anything of, not even clips or like somebody talking about it on YouTube. So it's totally fine. And we'll look at the commons. So it looks like Ahsoka gets to be in a lot of the stuff. Bib Fortuna looking all. So that's not canon with the books, really. I think he dies. I can't remember. Can't remember. In the books. He looks cool, Cad Bane or whatever. So, and that's the kid dropping her switch on the floor, of course. That thing's not going to last much longer. She's going to be sad without one. Pike, Henchman, I guess. Uh, oh, there you go. The Trandoshan's are cool to see. That's cool to see. So that's interesting. A Tuscan Youngling, interesting. All right, so let's check out the promos. Wish I didn't have to flip them, but they're set up for printing your proxies. So Din Djarin, however you say that. Bulba's Rancor, cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, 9. When the battle phase starts, if Bulba's Rancor doesn't have a pilot, it does 2 damage to itself unless you pay 2 force to tap it. Okay. So I guess you got to be running some Boba Fett with him, I would assume, or something that acts like a pilot. I would assume. I like when they use the animated art or whatever you want to call it, comic book art, whichever, and the rares. I do like that quite a bit. So, and there's Boba Fett. Yeah, see, they didn't mess him all up from being inside the Sarlacc. Maybe they changed the story up. I don't know. The Cad Bane guy looks pretty crazy. Garza Fwip, Jedi Master and Apprentice. Interesting. Some CGI there. The Sarlacc, of course. The Rancor Keeper. That guy, of course, he's in everything. Danny Trejo. And our subordinates. We'll cruise through these. Like I said, I never seen none of these shows, so I ain't crazy interested in a lot of this stuff that I'm looking at here for this one or the one before. So it is what it is, though. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people were excited for this for that play this game, and this game is good. It's definitely worth playing. I had more fun with it than Star Wars Unlimited for sure, because I did try that one. And I'm so glad my buddy turned me on to this game and this community. The community is super genuine. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. I don't want this video to go over an hour, so we got a lot of ground to cover. This might be a two-parter, because if we hit about 45 minutes, I think I'm gonna end it there, and we'll just make it a two-parter. The standard format tournament starts in March sometime on Lackey. It's a simulator. I'm not too into the simulators, but I like this game enough that I will play this. I will play at least one or two tournaments this year on Lackey with it. So, and there's your uncommons. A dude, Twi'lek. Oh well, yeah, Bib Fortuna was a dude. So, what am I talking about? So we're gonna move on to the next set, which is gonna be Battle at Exegol, and then we have 4 more main sets and then the mini set. So we'll see where we get. We'll see where we get. Battle at Exegol, I caught a glimpse of while I was downloading these sets, and it seemed pretty interesting. So we're gonna load up the commons. If I think this was the one that had some art that I was interested in. No, it wasn't. Okay, but I believe this is from, what is this from? It looks familiar. Like, well, there's Ben Solo, so this got to be from one of the 7, 8, or 9. Emperor Palpatine looking crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love those movies. I know a lot of people don't. I loved them. So, uh, something from this would be really cool. I like that right there. Just the image alone. Look at that. 16 build. That's crazy. Luke's X-Wing. Sweet. I was hoping to see some X-Wing in here. Okay, go tell mom. Um, Ray, I'm a Ray fan. I did like her. I liked a lot of the characters from those 3 movies. And everybody thought it was a mess, bad writing bringing Palpatine in. I thought it was awesome, to be honest with you. I was like, dude, I had, I kind of had a thought that that might be going on, but it was pretty cool. Elite Sith Jet Trooper, Ben Solo. My wife's a Kylo Ren fan. More Palpatine. So a Palpatine deck is looking plausible because now we've seen a lot of Palpatine already looking within these sets here. And the rares. So Hopefully they all load up. Like I said, I had some problems with the legacy set loading up. So we'll see. All right. Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, we're getting lots of Palpatine. Lots of Palpatine. Battle at Exegol. Yep. Some Finn action. Inferno Squad. So a lot of cool cards. A lot of characters I enjoyed from the movie. So yeah, definitely one that a set I like a little more so far. Ray, character build. That's pretty cool. There's a symbol right there. Maybe it's been on them. I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, I think there's been symbols on all of them. But she's got a lot of keywords. That's a lot of stuff going on there. So I have to check it out. The banging is my kid hitting the door for some reason. She's being a little bit of a, a little bit of a turd. All right, so let's check this out. Final Order Sith Troopers, Sovereign Protector. That's cool. I always like the red, like, Stormtrooper suits. All right, so now we're going to get to the uncommons. Okay. She won't stop once she gets started. Try to get her from not invading. She'll video bomb. Bad. Uh-oh. Somebody didn't get enough sleep. Chewbacca. All right. So, pretty cool. Oh, Lando coming back in the movies was great as well. We needed some more lightsaber fights with Ray. So, and we got Wedge. Yep, yep. After reading the first four X-Wing books, I love me some Wedge, like for sure. Like you got to read those books if you haven't. So that's Battle at Exegol set. We will move on to a long time ago. I did catch glimpses of this set too a long time ago, and it was looking pretty cool. So let me find it. All right. We will check out the comments. And I'm pretty sure this was one that I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. And let's flip them. Of course, we got to do the thing here. Let's zoom it in. I want y'all to see these. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Because it's throwing it back pretty good. I mean, this is my era right here with Young Anakin Skywalker, Phantom Menace, and all that. That's what I grew up. That's the Star Wars I grew up with in the '90s. Of course, the OG trilogy, but going to the theaters to see, they were all out in the theaters, the first six. So it was pretty awesome. I mean, it was pretty awesome. So this set looks like it's kind of, there we go, Darth Sidious. Oh man, that you got to run him if you run a Palpatine, right? Right? Got to. Queen Alma. Shout out TGP on the Discord who played the two games with me and showed me the ropes. He sent me a Padme list that I'll definitely be playing in three or two of the formats for sure. This is a big set here. There's a lot of pages here. So it goes it's going through all of it. It's going through all of it. That's really cool. I mean, look at all this stuff we got going on. This is pretty sweet. And we got some Jabba there too. We got some Qui-Gon. Haven't seen him yet. Oh man, lightsaber. That's a super sweet scene when they're all standing there in that like gladiator stadium place and they all bust out their lightsabers. Really, I mean, come on. Tell me that doesn't get you hyped up. Some Luke, yeah. Obi-Wan. I mean, all this is doing is making me want to watch some Star Wars. We got some Padme, so hopefully we see some more Padme and Queen Amidala as we go through these sets here. I would love to build a standard Padme deck. So lots of cards in this set. There you go. When the first battle phase starts, each player may take a battle card with this event's expansion symbol from outside the game, reveal it, and put it into their hand. Okay, okay. So this is a pretty big set. That was way more pages than the last sets we went through. Now we got the promos. So hopefully you're having a good time. If you stuck this far, you're a champion. Um, if you want to play the game, let me know and I'll send you a link to the Discord because it's definitely worth playing, in my opinion. It was really fun to play. So a lot of these cards, we're not gonna read them. We're gonna move on, but Alliance General, okay. Some Anakin here. So just there we go. Some more Queen Amidala on a card. I'll take that. So just cruising through what looks like to be cruising through the movies here. Darth Tyrannus, Darth Maul. That's a sweet. Look at that. That's a sweet card art. That's sweet. Oh, now that's nice. You got to put that in a deck just because, right? Pay one force. That's a pretty cool shot. I mean, all these. Oh, I like that too. All these cards right here so far and the promos have been pretty amazing. And there's quite a few promos from this set as well. Let's get some more Amidala in here, though. Come on, come on. She's got to have some promos, right? Right? Maybe not. Jedi Master and Apprentice. We ain't seen her yet. We got some Kylo Ren. We got some Luke. We got some Obi-Wan. Some Ian McGregor Obi-Wan. There's our Queen Amidala. That's what we're talking about. There we go. There we go. Some more Padme. Some more Padme. The original entourage right there. So that's pretty cool. So far, this has been probably the most hyped set. It looks pretty sweet. A lot of cards. Like these guys, they went through a lot of work putting this stuff together, and you got to give props where props are due. Like, you know what I mean? This is something else. Just page after page. Oh, Yoda, you got to run Yoda. 13 build, that's crazy. All right, so let's check out the rares. I bet the uncommons is going to be like 40 pages long. That's crazy, man. They put the effort in. That's why I mean these dead card games. You gotta. I don't know. You wouldn't understand unless you played them and met the communities and got into it. But there's just something about it. I love it, dude. I'm addicted, and the communities are great. There we go. Some more Padme. Are you an angel? There you go. The greatest pickup line in history, probably. Dude was like 10 and she was like 15. He was like, yeah, she's gonna be my wife when I get older. That's hilarious. Battle of Endor, Battle of Hoth, Battle at Jakku, Battle at Yavin. Oh man, yeah, we are loving this. We are loving this. Darth Sidious again. A Darth Sidious Palpatine Maul deck is Vader too. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you could run it all, but I think you could have a good time. Death Star. That's a lot of build. I think you could do some stuff. Oh, the Devastator. You gotta run a Devastator if you run on a dark side deck. It's just cool to just check all this out and take you all along on the journey, whoever wants to watch. I mean, some of y'all watching probably already seen all this, but You know what I mean? It's cool. This is just a huge set. So I think what I could do to help my deck building right now is just pick this set and build from it because there's enough Queen Amidala for sure to run like an Amidala Leia deck or something like that. Might not be good, but it would be fun and help me um building, learning the deck building process. So I think that would be something I would do. This set for sure on my holographic paper would be pretty cool, man. Let me well, I was gonna show you, but I don't know what I did with it. Um I printed a whole deck. Well, my wife did it for me. We printed a whole deck on holographic paper for my one of my Score Z decks. And of course it's not over here, but you'll see it on a deck profile someday. It looks really cool. It's pretty fun. It was super shiny. But we'll keep going. Yeah, an Amidala deck is looking likely. You know what I mean? I'd probably put a Yoda in it. It's looking likely. Like this set is looking like the set I would definitely, build off of because it's a big set. It's a lot to choose from, and it'll be easier going back through it when I'm ready to pick out what I want. And I'll probably ask for help to build from the set. I'll tell the chat what I want in the Discord, and I know they'll help me. But I'm for sure gonna do something with Padme, Queen Amidala, Princess Leia type stuff, Naboo Royal Handmaiden. So you know, I grew up with that character. I was a little dude, a little kid. Every little dude had a crush on Padme and Queen Amidala. Well, I know my buddy when we were little kids. I mean, we're like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, dude. He was scared of Queen Amidala. Her makeup and stuff freaked him out, so he didn't like her. I liked her. I thought she didn't scare me. I knew it was Padme. So I wasn't spoiled. Somehow as a kid I knew that Queen Amidala was Padme before we knew. You know what I mean? Because you find out in the movies what right in the second one or right away in the first one. I don't remember now. Me and my wife watched all the movies anyways, besides the Attack of the Clones animated movie. We didn't know about it then. Somehow, don't judge me. Somehow Forbidden Love, you gotta run that in the Amidala deck. Um Last year on May the 4th, May the 4th be with you. So I am enjoying this. This set is awesome. It's super in the feels and the nostalgia. It's super cool. There you go. There we go. Oh, there we go. That I need a t-shirt with that right there. Naboo Royal Handmaidens. I need sleeves of that. Like I need sleeves of that. Like I wish I could extract it right now before I forget. Oh man, maybe we need sleeves of that. No, I like this in the get up, in the queen get up. But oh yeah, I need a standard Padme Amidala deck for sure. We got to have it. You got to do it. It's a must. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Queen Amidala again. It is a definite must. Run some Qui-Gon in it. You know what I mean? If I have to. Whatever y'all got to do to help me build this deck, I want to make it happen. It's definitely got to happen now. She's got plenty of stuff in this set. Even if it's not a good deck, for learning the game and playing my first standard tournament on Lackey, it will be it'll be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna have to run this guy in whatever I play. Gotta run that guy, right? Oh man, deck size needs to go up to like 100. There's too much. There's too much to run. And we got to the card back. So that set was probably definitely my favorite so far. And I don't know if we're gonna have anything surpass it, but we'll move on to the next set. We still got three main expansion sets left before we get to the um mini sets. And the mini sets are real short, so And we're doing good on time for now. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit through. Oh, well, this set looks good too. I like this the animated artwork or comic book art, whatever you want to call it, is really cool. Like that's really cool. Tell me it's not cool. You're crazy. But we're just gonna cruise through this one. I don't know much about whatever this is pulling from, but the set is called Union, and it's looking like it's just couples, I guess, relationships through the different series and comic book series and stuff. Like had no idea Jack Black was even in something. Did I miss it? I know he's not in the movies, is he? Tindra Calrissian. There we go. I've never seen her before, but so pretty quick set for the commons anyways. So let's go grab the promos here. This might be a shorter set. So back to it. Afra's team. So some of the artwork I don't recognize. I don't know if it's from Force Diad, whatever you want to call it. Olin and Lands. Some ships I've never seen before. Whatever. Not too interested in this set, but the art is really good. Wherever they pulled it from, they do a good. The fans that work on this stuff do a great job. They do a great job. It looks really good. All of it looks really good. So some of these characters, like I don't recognize what it's from. I mean, of course we know like Han Solo and stuff, but not as these sets are. There we go. You got to run that in the Padme deck if I wanted to extract from other sets, right? Right. So, like I said, characters I haven't seen before. I mostly read the books, and I'm not. I've read like 15, maybe close to 20 of the. We're not going to maximize the subordinates. There's not that many. Um, you know what I mean? Maybe 20 or so of the expanded universe books. So I got a long way to go. There's a lot. There's a lot. And we'll check out the uncommons and then we'll move on to the Obi-Wan Kenobi set. We got two more main sets. We're going to speed it up actually because I'd like to get this done within an hour time range. So again, I really love the art. Like this card, that art is good. You know what I mean? I really like wherever they pulled this from. That's the animated art is really nice looking. I'm sure it's some kind of comic book or something. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but did we get some Jaina Solo finally? Haven't seen her yet. Or if we did, I missed her. So that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? So not too many uncommons for this set. Check this guy out. What's up? All right. And some Darth Maul guys loving on each other. There we go. Love is love. Be kind, rewind, guys. So let's move to the Obi-Wan Kenobi set. This one was a bigger one too, if I remember right. We're gonna get into it though, and we're gonna cruise. We've already seen this one a little bit on the last set review video I did, so we're not gonna get crazy on it. There's some more Palpatine looking ancient. Have not seen this show yet, but I'd love to. I love Ian McGregor. One of my favorite movies with him in it. It's an obscure movie. If you're actually this far into the video, let me know if you've ever seen Big Fish. Big Fish is such a weird movie that he's in. It's way back, it's a way back movie. But yeah, that's like I love that movie with him. It's really good. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. Grand Inquisitor, there we go. Some Obi-Wan. Oh, that's nice. That would be make a cool sleeve too if you ran an Obi-Wan deck. for sure. So that was okay. So the promos, not much from that set. Maybe this set's not as big as I thought it was. Uh, it was just a bigger file for some reason when I was downloading it. Was that some C? No, that looks like Anakin. They probably put a little makeup on him. You know what I mean? Fourth sister. Oh, she's looking scary. It's cool to see Obi-Wan. Even though we he's not what he looked like in New Hope. You know what I mean? That we're talking the '70s, but well, what was Obi-Wan, and there's your subordinates, and now our uncommons. I think we're gonna make it because the mini sets are small. So, and I'm worried about the legacy set not loading up like it was not loading up earlier. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Beru Lars, you know what I mean? You get some backstory to that in the Bounty Hunter Wars trilogy in the expanded universe. I know this is all different because it's canon now, but if you want to branch off from Disney canon and get a different aspect of it all, I highly recommend it. The books are so good. They're so good. And when I finish all of the expanded universe, I'll be reading canon too. So Obi-Wan Kenobi set was pretty cool. I'd really love to watch this series. My wife and I started going in order on them, but we were finishing up the Acolyte, but at the time our Wi-Fi was atrocious. So, we never got to finish the Acolyte, and then I think we were on like Attack of the Clones after that, the animated series, which I'm pretty hyped up for to get to. So, like I said, Legacy was being finicky loading, but you can go look at that set on my last set review video, even though I kind of just fly through it. But I definitely am probably going to build the dark side deck from this set because the artwork is awesome. Like it's so cool. You know what I mean? Like I would really love to do Palpatine, but or just something with the neutral symbol or whatever that symbol is. I'm pretty sure that's neutral because I don't recognize a lot of these characters, but the artwork alone, I'm picturing it on my in my head on our holofoil paper that we're using for printing, and this just gets me hyped up. Like this is definitely what I want from my dark side deck, the set to be from for um the standard format. Like 100%. Like I have to. You know what I mean? Like these guys look cool, man. The Darth Maul people, whatever they're called, I can't remember what their species is called. There's Yuzon Vong Temple Defenders. That looks crazy. That's light side. Interesting. Interesting. So you could tell by the symbol here, the blue lightsaber, light side, red lightsaber, obviously dark side. And then the other symbol is neutral. So let's look at the promos. I don't know if I went through the whole set in that other video. Or did I just look? I think I did. I can't remember. I've been way too hyped up since. So here we go. Now we're seeing oh yeah, my dark side deck has to be from this set. I don't know these people, but the artwork looks good. And whatever comic books this is from, I definitely check her out. Looking all Darth. Does that count as furry? You know what I mean? There's some interesting characters. I definitely want to read these comics now because this stuff looks so good. So, but let's see the rares. Okay, they loaded. So let's go. We're getting nearer to the end. We've went through a lot today, and it's been a good time. Oh, that see whatever these comics are. I think somebody told me already, but tell me again because I'm gonna have to collect them. If anything, I may never read them, but I will collect them. You know what I mean? Darth Talon, uh, whoever she is, she's an interesting character. I'm gonna have to find that character on Google. That maybe she comes in some of the books. You know what I mean? I see the word legacy there. That's what the books that aren't canon in the expanded universe are uh they have the legacy format bar on them. So this is a pretty cool set, and I'm gonna have to build something from it for my dark side deck. For sure, for sure. Light side for sure is coming from a long time ago. Like no doubt about it. And our subordinates, which we won't rotate or zoom, we'll just kind of go through them. That's it. That's your subordinates. And then our uncommons. And then the mini sets are all just like one page. They're not like broken up like these are. I think. I can't remember. So our uncommons, let's rotate and zoom. And quite a few pages here. The kid's having the best day of her life. Oh, Darth Azard looks crazy, like some kind of Predator Darth Maul hybrid. Darth Warlock, okay. Gotta throw him in. Darth Maladi, the Darth Talon, there we go. So I guess she's I thought the tentacle head things were the Twi'leks or whatever. You know what I mean? I am interested in these comics. This is, the reason I wanted to make this video and go over these sets was to show people that may have never seen them what they look like, and for me to look at like cards or stuff I want to build off of, and that's we accomplished that, like for sure. I probably don't even need to go over the mini sets, but we went this far, we might as well. And they're short, so that, I mean, 100% my dark side deck is going to come from this legacy set alone. And then, like I said, the decks don't have to be good. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to win the first standard event I do on Lackey. So our first mini set is Dr. Afra. I'm literally playing for fun. See, it loads right up. It's just this one page. And we're just going to cruise through it. I have no idea what Dr. Afra is or any of it. She looks cool. Queen Catalaton. And it's just a couple of pages, just a few cards you get in a mini set to maybe beef up your decks or something. And then the next mini set is going to be Visions 1, Volume 1. Now this is I believe these are like short episodes, an animated series on Disney, and I heard it's really good. Like even a lot of the fans that hate where Disney's taken Star Wars have enjoyed this series. So I can't wait to get to it on our list. We're doing it everything in chronological order, so we got quite some time, especially since we hardly ever watch TV. Maybe in 10 years from now, we'll finally get to Visions. Know what I mean? But as you can see, it's all different animated like styles on them. So, pretty cool. I don't recognize any of them. I don't have any idea about the show or anything just besides what I told you. And that was Visions Volume 2 mini set. And next we have Darth Vader mini set. Where is it? Darth Vader. Here we go. Vader mini set. And another short one. I mean, they're all short. So we got a Vader mini set. So we're looking at all Sith. So to beef up my whatever we're gonna call it, uh dark side deck I want to build from along or no, the legacy set, this would be cool to sprinkle some of these guys in. They look pretty hefty, you know what I mean? And then our last set of the video, and it's the last mini set, is the Halloween mini set from last year, I guess. I don't know. Um, I guess it's just scary stuff from throughout the series. Yeah, that Darth Nihilus mask always freaked me out when I seen it. Look at this chick with the mouth. Ugh. Oh no. This is the witches and the acolyte was some of the most cringe I've ever witnessed in any show ever. That hurts my heart. But I guess some people probably liked it. I did not. The Death Trooper looks crazy. I that I I need a one of him in whatever deck. You know what I mean? Queen of Catalathon again, or however you say that. Uh, these are some really cool arts that they found. So Nihilus is Ravager. So pretty cool. Vespinax. No Shadow Spawn, guys. We can't get a Shadow Spawn. Look at this guy, Star Weird. That's sick, dude. Like spaghetti noodle monster or something, but it's sick. The Undead Rancor, that's gross. But this was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not the witches again. I was not a fan of the witches. The action and stuff in my favorite is these two right here for sure. The action sequences in the Acolyte were really good though. Like it was really good. But that's the video today, guys. We checked out 9 main sets and 5 mini sets. What an epic day today. The game is super complex. I've been taking notes on cards I want to throw into decks. There's 4 formats. There's WOTC, the original 10 expansions. There's standard, the last 10, which we just went through. There's vintage, which is the first 10 WOTC, plus the first 6 IDC. And then there's galaxy format, which is everything. So that was standard format. Next time I'll probably go over some of the WTC format because those sets are much bigger. But that's the video today, guys. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I hope I get some of y'all interested in Star Wars TCG IDC. It's an amazing game. I absolutely fell in love with it in the 2 games I played with TGP today, and I'm hoping to play more soon. Later.